Hello everyone, my name is Mekkah, and I am joined here by my good friend Mangs.
I'm your friend?
Yeah, I guess so. And
Oh,
we're gonna be
shit.
playing FE7 again. But it's
Oh
not
my
just
god.
any kind of FE7, it's actually going to be Fire Emblem 7 Negative Growths, also known as the Degeneration Emblem. And that is exactly what it says on the tin. It means that when you level up, you have a chance to lose stats. The growths are the same, so for example, Hector has a 90% HP growth. That means Hector, every time he levels up, he has a 90% chance to lose a point of HP. You can see where that is going. Finally, a playthrough with Mekkah where growths actually matter. What do you think is going to
My
happen, Mangs?
god. First of all, I think this should be renamed to like Mecha's Wet Dream. Uh,
Wow, I sure love losing stats.
well, what I think is gonna happen is that the a lot of the units that people think are good are gonna be fucking trash, and I think a lot of the units that are already good are gonna be even better. So yeah, this hack doesn't
That
really
sounds
turn
pretty
anything
normal
on
to
its
me.
head. I mean, basically it means that, you know, every time before a character gets a level up, you're gonna sit there going like, no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no, no,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no, no,
no,
no.
please, please,
Exactly.
no, no, no. It's like your units are turning old. You
Yeah.
know? They're getting weaker. Kind of like normal warfare. I guess this is like realistic emblem. Yeah?
It actually makes sense now. People don't get better the more they fight. They actually,
You're
they get tired, they get injured, they get old. They're like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Marcus's hair is gonna slowly transition into becoming more and more gray
Yeah.
until he becomes Binding Blade Marcus. He's still gonna be the best unit on the roster.
Finally, a morally great Fire Emblem. So
Oh.
of course, we are going to be playing Hector Hard Mode. Now, Hector Hard Mode has been beaten with zero growths. It's been beaten with zero bases, I think. I know someone has beaten this game on like Elliewood Normal, but I don't think anyone has ever done it on Hector Hard. So I'm very curious if it's doable. I think it should be because FE7 enemies overall are pretty weak, and I know FE7 like by heart. Like it is the game I'm, besides FE8 maybe, most familiar with. So I should be able to break it to the point where even negative growths can't deter me. But you never know. It's not been done before, so who knows?
I don't think you're gonna be able to do it.
I was hoping you'd say that. Because now
You know,
every character on my team is part of the Proof Mecha Wrong squad. Or the Proof
Hey,
Mecha
what,
Mangs Wrong squad, that too.
when you first started playing FE7, wasn't it nice that you never had to like change your tactician's name?
I guess so. I mean, yeah. I see what you mean there, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That was weird, especially when Lynn started talking to me. I was like, what the hell are you doing?
Is your birthday actually in January or?
No, I just didn't care. I should probably set it to like wind or something so that Hector... Or I actually should set it to thunder. What was it even? Did you catch it?
You set it to light, so that's pretty shit.
That's not too good, no. I should have set it to Marcus's affinity, because he's going to be the most important unit, but...
Uh,
More
ice,
challenge, I
yeah.
guess. More challenge. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, because things like the tactician affinity might actually help here. I mean, like 5% avoid and hit to Marcus might be good.
Yeah. So just so people know what they're getting into, I'm skipping the story, as you probably saw. I'm not too interested in watching it
What,
again.
no voice acting?
If you want voice acting and the story, go watch Mangs' ranked attempt. I'm not doing that shit. I'm leaving animations on for now. Might turn them off when they get monotonous. I don't know when it is yet, but probably not at first.
About 5 minutes from now, I say.
I don't know. I think Hector's animations are pretty funny, and Matthew's
They are.
too, as long as they are there. So I'll talk a little bit about the game. I'm gonna assume you're like sort of familiar with it, but I'll explain the more advanced parts of it.
No,
I
I'm
guess.
pretty new to this game. Can
Yeah,
you
I
explain,
know.
like,
You're
the
such a
triangle?
noob, Mangs. Oh my god. Anyway, so this is the defeat boss map. It's the first Hector mode map. If you've only played Elliewood mode, you've probably never seen it. But this is a weird map where you only get to use 2 units. So in a way, it's like an interactive cutscene. And that's one of the reasons I don't really like this map, is you have very little choice on what to do. And if, for example, the enemies level a bit, like this archer, for example, if he has more defense than 4, I think like 5, it becomes a lot more annoying to kill. The same goes for the boss, who you have to kill with Hector. He rolled 15 defense. I think that means I cannot 2-hit kill him with the Wolf Beetle, Hector's personal weapon. So it's already going to be pretty dicey. But if he levels up strength, which he has a 60% chance to do so, he has a 60% chance to grow strength, or rather lose strength. That's going to be bad. That's the thing with Hector, is that he has kind of bad bases, honestly. I mean, he's a level 1 character, so you can't really expect much out of it, but he has pretty bad bases, and then he's supposed to be good with growths, but you know that doesn't really work when you have negative growths. So I think Hector is actually a candidate for one of the worst units just for that, because a lot of units, they have like passable bases and they get by with their growths, but Hector is like fully reliant on getting some more growths. His HP base in particular is pretty bad, so
Yeah,
I
I
think
think,
he'll be
like,
useful for
Ellie
wolf
would,
building, and that's about it. Go ahead.
Eliwood is like one of the few characters I think who are worse than him in this run. Like, he is probably top 5 worst units.
Yeah. I'm still gonna use Hector a fair bit just because I have to in a couple of chapters, and the Wolf Beast is so
everyone.
good. Yeah.
You have to use everyone. Yeah, the effective damage is your saving grace here. Absolutely. Being able to like 2-shot Cavaliers is important, even though Fire Emblem 7 does that stupid ×2 effectiveness.
Really. And then there's Matthew. Matthew is gonna lose speed as he levels up. He has a 70% speed growth, and this is super annoying for a lot of reasons. Normally Matthew is like, he's all about chest and thief utility, and now that's like, the chest utility is fine, but the thief utility is even worse. Because, for example, there is a boss later on that has a guiding ring, and a boss later on that has a silver card. I can't steal either of those, because they both have higher base speed than Matthew, and Matthew can never get higher speed. There's not even any speed wings in Hector Hard Mode that you can get early on. So there is no way for Matthew to become better at this speed. This is the fastest he's going to get. And every time he levels up speed, he gets worse. And I discovered this today, but there is a Pegasus Knight that has an Elysian Whip in one of the later chapters on the boat map. And that guy has a chance of having 10 speed. So that means if Matthew levels speed twice, there's a chance he won't be able to steal the Elysian Whip.
Oh, that's
so I need Matthew to like not level up much. I can probably reset around the Pegasus Knight to have lower speed, but I don't really want to like save scum too much. So I'm gonna try to keep Matthew away from experience when I can. It's gonna be tough. Anyway, I developed a bit of a strategy for this chapter while I was waiting for the Mangs mobile to get home. So we'll see if it works out. The left route, you can either go left or you can go south or down, I guess. But this route has much less enemies, so it's much better for you and your sanity.
Does this archer, did he spawn with bad stats? I think he did.
He has 4 defense. I think I can 2-hit-go him. I think I can 2-hit-go him in some kind of combination.
Yeah, the problem is wire. You're gonna have to be a little bit lucky on that guy, because unless you can get I think you get a vulnerary from one of these enemies. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, this guy spawned with bad stats. Look at that. You don't double him. You have to like treat.
Oh, Hector never doubles him, dude. Hector never doubles him.
My point is that you can't kill him with a hit from Hector plus a stab from Matthew. I'm pretty sure you can't.
Yeah, I think maybe he can have 3 defense. Oh, actually.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So it was 5 defense that doesn't let you kill him, but 4 defense is fine.
All right. Cool. I'm Mangs math.
I mean. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time, would it? But like Hector already missed one. I mean, look at this.
First time on your channel.
I mean, look at this. If Hector hadn't missed, I would have a very easy time killing him. But now I have to hit him with the Wolf Beal and with Matthew. I'm gonna attack with Matthew first because I'm a bit less afraid of him getting. Actually, I don't want Hector to get much EXP either. But I actually developed a strat where wire stats don't matter as much.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's gonna make things a bit easier. I hope I can memorize it properly. I purposely didn't like learn it turn by turn just to make the recording a little bit more exciting, because it's pretty boring if I just know all the strats by heart.
Yeah, exactly. Now you know what I do it.
I mean, the funny thing about this thief here is that his AI is like, I want to go after chests and I want to go after doors. I want to open all the doors. I don't want to do anything but open doors. It's my thing in life, you know. It's my goal in life to open doors all the time. And so what he does is after he opens this door and he has this chest, he's like, oh, I see another door over here, I'm going to open that. And then at some point you can get Matthew in there and rob the red gem off of him, because this chest has a red gem and it's like supposed to be the anti-turtling incentive, but it actually makes me do the reverse, where I'm actually going to take a little bit longer just because, because of the way it works out. See, the rest of the enemies, they don't move unless they can see that they can get to you. Like, they're like, oh, I see an enemy in range, I'm going to move to, I see a player character in range, I'm going to move towards you. Actually,
I'm that sort of AI that makes them go aggressive when there is a path towards you. So the moment that thief opens the door, those guys are gonna come charging after you. Except for the armor knight, he's stationary all the time, I think.
Yeah, I think the thief is one of the last enemies to move, if not the last. So that means that even the turn he opens the door, the enemy still won't go after you. So I will actually wait another turn here, which might seem a bit strange, but yeah.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah. You're not really speedrunning this, although you are incentivized to play quickly because there's really no reason to hang around.
Well, that's the thing, like, if you can take more turns, then the game becomes a lot easier. Like, because I can do things like this where the enemies like move away from the part where Hector has to walk through. And because of that, the enemies are now so far away that I can be like, hey, now I'm gonna open the door and walk Hector right through it.
Won't you miss out on the gem though?
There is a chance that I might. In my previous strats, I moved Matthew here in this corridor, and the thief was like, oh, I can't walk through this corridor and get to more doors, which is my whole purpose in life. So instead I'm gonna go up. I was like, oh shit, no red gem for me then. So I'm gonna move Matthew here instead.
I guess you could say that he simply could not Walk into Mordor.
That's so bad, it's almost good. Okay.
Oh, it's clever, Mekkah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Okay, so I think Matthew is going to go here, because then the thief cannot steal from him, and the archer won't be in his range. And then next turn I can still steal the red gem. And Hector... Well, this is kind of dicey, because...
He gets 2-shot, doesn't he?
He does get 2-shot. If he, I actually needed to check if he had a
6
chance.
to 9.
No, that too. He can get crit, which is really dumb. That should not be a thing. You shouldn't be forced to face critical hits. But let's say Hector was about to level defense, he would now get 2-shot. But thankfully, he is far enough away from a level up to where he doesn't get level defense yet. Like, there is no chance of this going. He can miss, I guess, or he can get crit.
You got like 95% true hit, so you should be good.
I should be okay. And then
could also crit him, which would be hilarious. You wouldn't get the gem.
Yeah, but you can see here that if Wire spawned with 14 defense instead of 15, I would have been able to 2-shot him, and then I would just be good. But then again, because I'm 3-shotting him, as long as Hector doesn't crit, Matthew has a chance to steal the gem next turn, which is what I want. So I actually don't want Hector to crit on enemy phase either.
Yeah, what's funny about the 0 or negative growths is that it actually doesn't play like 0% growths. In 0% growths, you still have some incentive to get experience because of, like, promotions, weapon ranks, and stuff like that. When you play with negative growths, you actually have to like bum rush to chapter because literally fighting enemies is detrimental to your units.
Yeah, that's why I like the strat so much, is you fight very little enemies.
He ran away.
Oh, wow. Why'd you do that, thief? No.
Because the archer's blocking the door, that's why he did that.
Oh, you fucking... No. He could have moved here too, I think, and then I would have been... I'm sad now. I could have moved Matthew so that he could steal a vulnerary next turn, but... Then again, I only used 1 vulnerary this time, so I'm not too sad. But you're definitely right. If you're playing 0% growth, you might want to promote. Although these 2 units, you don't really have incentive to train them, and that goes for a lot of units. And there's definitely units I want to train to 10 and promote anyway, like Kanas, for example, someone I want to train. So I can actually hand axe this guy. No, I can't. Nope. Hector sucks. So it is time for our first level up. What do you want to say before our first level up?
Please don't be me and level well.
Please, Hector, I need your next chapter so badly. Please.
The next chapter is, like, if you level up, if you get a perfect level up here, you're gonna be screwed for the next chapter. Because the next chapter is actually fucking hard.
Oh, come on. No.
Oh my god.
Oh, he didn't get resistance, I guess.
He had 0, though.
You must be fun at parties. Well, that was close. We almost got a good level up. Shit. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for the next round rip. Let's see if we can beat chapter 12. So yeah, if you want to follow along, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Mangs is gonna keep joining me for as long as he can, and then if he can't, then whatever. I'm just gonna do it solo. But we'll see you guys around. Bye.
You're so fucked.
I am very fucked. Bye.
Bye.